when comedians make hecklers cry. I mean, why go to a comedy show and heckle in the first place? Go there, enjoy the comedy, enjoy the jokes. But there's some people who maybe they think that they're a comedian in waiting, that this is their moment to shine. And I love it when the comedian puts them in their place.
From Troy Bond making a heckler cry.
No, that was the most racist joke ever.
To Joe Rogan humiliating another one in front of 2,000 people.
Did no one hug you when you were little?
Here are 10 times comedians made hecklers cry, starting off with Matt Rife, who in 2023 was greeted by an obnoxious heckler. Being a Virgo himself, Matt snapped back immediately.
All right, let's talk to somebody who spent Valentine's Day alone. You know what's funny about this? Before I even defend myself, I don't even care. I don't even believe in this shit, but I can't let it slide. You're Aquarius? Yeah. Oh, I thought you were annoying.
While Matt reduced the savageness of his jokes, Troy Bond had no problem destroying his heckler until she left the show. The heckler first got angry when Troy started with his usual political jokes.
I voted for Joe Biden, but that shit didn't feel great. Felt like I was giving Grandpa the keys to the Oldsmobile. And telling him to drive to California. I'm probably the most pro-anti-Trump comic out there. That
You're not.
Shut the up!
As a white guy trying to talk to black people.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
The situation forced Troy to point out the absurdity of the anger.
What are you upset about? It's not me.
No, and shut up. Any black person ever tried to laugh at his fucking jokes, no.
Stop having fun!
And when the heckler didn't back down, Troy decided to put the woman in her place.
I don't know who the fuck you're mad at, but it's not me.
No, a white person trying to make fun of black people.
See, now you're crying, and I was just trying to make you laugh.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Why did she... Oh, she's crying and she's just bringing down the whole energy of the place. Oh.
Now I'm gonna make fun. I was trying to be empathetic.
And from that point on, whatever the heckler said was just ammunition for Troy's routine.
Why do you think I'm doing this for a living? You think I was a football player? I'm a goddammit.
This is so awkward.
Nothing you can say to me. I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror. You're the first name going in my note tonight.
And right after, Troy delivered the final blow.
Have a good night, Kamala Harris. Now's the time I need you on my side.
No, that was the most joke ever.
No, I got like 4 more in the chamber. Wait, don't drop the scarf, man. That was $3 at Dollar Tree, man.
And just like Troy, Bill Burr also
Why did she go to the show? She was so sensitive.
had no problem annihilating hecklers, even if they were literally blind. Bill was doing a stand-up routine when he was interrupted by a heckler with his wedding plans, to which he quickly fired back.
Are you gonna have a 41? You still gonna have the bachelor party? Do you really need to, man? I mean, you're 41. You just lived the bachelor party for 20 years, right?
And he would get a shocking revelation soon after. But instead of backing off like most comedians, Bill still went in and dunked on the guy.
Jeez, well, thank you for bringing it all the way down to I didn't ask you about your eyesight. Jesus Christ, you got problems with your kidneys too? We can just turn this into a benefit?
And the heckler's humiliation wouldn't stop there.
Can't see. It's flip-flopping the words. Who is this poor woman who's marrying you on Saturday?
Bill just kept tearing into him until the guy wished he hadn't come to the show.
Well, first of all, you're not blind. You know what? You're looking around too much. You're not doing this shit. Like, first of all, you were blind. What the f*** are you looking back at him for? You need to work on your fake blind shit.
And as Bill started to get suspicious, the blind guy tried to make Bill eat his words.
I appreciate a good scam, man. That's something better than that. You know what I mean?
There's no scam, dude. It's for real, man.
What?
There's no scam.
There's no scam?
You know what?
You guys are all blind.
But instead, Bill wiped the floor with him.
I mean, you want me to bump into some shit? I mean, I don't know what I gotta do here to prove to you that I can't see because I can't see. Jesus Christ. All right, I got it. You can't see. You proved it to me. You're blind. This woman has her hand over her mouth like I made her blind.
Bill didn't tolerate heckling at all. Heckle him once, and you'd regret it. Unlike
I just don't know why these people go to shows. Just you're paying to watch someone talk and give, good jokes. Why do they need to get involved?
Schultz, who was heckled thrice before finally losing his cool.
What's that, sweetheart? You're not smart. I don't think you're smart.
But after the heckler's last offense, Andrew was ready to take the heckler to the cleaners.
If you were smart, you would know that's what's funny about the joke. That's the exact thing that's funny about the joke. But I think your math brain isn't creative enough to understand humor.
And Andrew only became more savage as the show went on.
I'll give you a chance for the rest of the show to try to laugh, but if you find yourself not laughing, just know I'm not smart enough. That's what you have to remind. Your brain doesn't work for it.
As Andrew kept calling the heckler out, though, even the crowd became more enthusiastic.
I'm sure you're really good at engineering. No, you're really good at engineering, ruining other people's nights. Being selfish. You got all those down, but humor is not for you.
But when the heckler tried to avoid Andrew's gunfire by playing the victim, Andrew made sure she didn't leave the show without bullet holes.
And look, there is a place to go if you don't like humor. No, you shouldn't go to hell. Why would you go to hell? That's for funny people. You're not gonna ruin our time in hell too? How dare you? You don't follow me to hell?
Andrew's heckler only got embarrassed in front of a club, unlike this next one.
Do you feel like heckling is getting worse? Or is it just because there's more camera phones and everything's recorded that we're seeing more of it? Because I feel like people were more polite back in the day. Or what do you think?
Who was destroyed in front of 2,000 people by Joe Rogan in his 2017 show.
Hold on, wait, what's the people stop cheering? Tell me what you just said. I said he's paying attention to you. Why are you yelling out like that? Did no one hug you when you were little?
And Joe wasn't going to easily back off now that he had the spotlight.
I tried to sort through this because you're the show. You understand that, right? Then once you turn around and look, there's 2,000 other people besides you. You know that, right?
Joe's constant berating made the heckler give up.
I'm just curious, why do you think it's a good idea to just yell out? Oh, now you're gonna shut up? I'll get you kicked out. You better talk to me now. Don't be a coward.
As the heckler turned into the crowd's laughingstock, Joe decided to be more creative with his roasts, with lines like this.
You are a factor of us removing the word retard from the vernacular. They think it's okay to do retarded shit because there's no real word to describe people like that anymore.
And this.
But when you nerf the world, motherfuckers like you think you can come to a show and just yell out stupid shit and piss off 2,000 other people.
But despite ruining his show, Joe still gave the guy one last chance to redeem himself.
Now I'm gonna give you one last chance to shut the fuck up or they're gonna forcibly remove you. So what's it gonna be?
However, Joe would soon regret being so nice and making that offer.
What's that? Did you say Donald Trump? Alright, kick this dummy out, please.
And as security finally took the heckler away, Joe had some more choice words for him.
Oh, look what happens. This is what's supposed to happen to you all throughout your life.
Joe let it all out on his heckler, unlike Sammy Obeid.
I feel like people just can't hold their liquor. A lot of it is because people can't hold their liquor. They just, like, when they're drunk, they just cannot STF you. Just sit down and enjoy the jokes.
Silence this irritating crowd member in the most polite way possible.
When you come to a live show, people here paid for tickets to watch me talk, and I did not ask you for all that feedback that you gave me.
It all started when Sammy was making a joke about his snack bag.
So yeah, my snack bag's like 300 pounds. Because I add a lot of stuff to it, and I don't subtract, so the math ain't mathin', you know.
But just before his joke could land, someone in his front row got offended over the pettiest thing.
I have a hard time throwing away things if they're not like done. I think that's like the trauma of brown parents, you know what I mean? Like, you can't throw something away if there's like a little bit of crumbs in it, you know what I mean? So...
What do you mean for the brown parents part?
I keep looking.
Oh, God.
I only did one brown.
For God's sake.
Sammy wasted no time turning the tables on her.
And you look back at me as if you don't have brown parents. You liar, okay? Pull up a picture on your phone of your white parents and show me that I'm racist, okay?
But after dropping one final joke to completely invalidate her claims about racism,
I totally should have looked at it, because brown parent. Like, I should have looked at this guy. Here I was, being discriminatory and not giving this guy a chance of connecting on brown parents.
The heckler's narcissistic urge to interrupt the show only got worse.
It's okay, because...
I bought your hat.
I might buy that from you, actually,
Oh, God.
Hey, let me see the hat.
Making Sammy finally reach his breaking point.
No. Let me give you a piece of advice. Okay. Yeah, let me give you a piece of advice.
No, please don't.
People in this room are very not happy with what's going on right now. And you didn't know that until they clapped.
But even after his show was almost ruined, Sammy stayed quiet and made a fool out of the heckler in the most polite way possible.
You also do have to understand at the live show, there's like a little bit of a barrier that needs to happen. You can't interrupt the jokes with your commentary. You know what I'm saying? Because how would I do a show if that was...
Hell yeah!
You didn't say any commentary until you said commentary.
Instead of improving, however, the heckler chose to play the victim card.
Oh, give me a break. Oh, I hate crocodile tears. It's the most annoying thing. When someone realizes they're in the wrong and they start crying to try and get sympathy, it's just like, come on. Come on.
What's that? I'm an asshole. Don't turn into a 40-year-old asshole. I've been an asshole my whole life, okay?
The heckler was eventually forced to leave, but she couldn't help pollute the show one last time.
I'm gonna get a really bad Yelp review tonight. She was already starting to write it. She pulled out her phone. She's like, how can I let the world know?
Oh my God.
Stop.
Lady.
Sammy tried his best to stay polite with his heckler, but Jimmy Carr didn't bother holding back when he roasted not one, but 4 hecklers in a single routine in his 2020 show.
Being a comedian, man, honestly, like, you're up there worried about people laughing at your jokes, and you got to worry about people heckling you as well. It's just like, not an easy job, eh?
19 show utterly demolished a heckler in front of his own girlfriend.
Go to North Maryland and figure out manners, asshole.
Drew started his routine talking about how absurd the venue looks.
A lot of people said I couldn't sell tickets in a loft, and I proved them wrong because this room seats 8. So love that we maximize the capacity, and then the stage is failing escape room or something.
And just in the start of his show, he got a very bizarre suggestion.
You what? You said I can hang from. I'm hanging no one from the ceiling. Why was that a suggestion that entered?
And while he had a great show, someone decided to ruin the vibe at that last moment.
This is the part of the show where I get to be done. So that you said about time.
He said about time.
Tits, are you here?
Yeah.
Go to North Maryland and figure out manners, asshole.
It was obvious that even the heckler's partner was embarrassed of him.
You're saying about time that I'm done? Is that what you're saying?
We don't know.
He don't know.
This gave Drew just what he needed to continue the heckler's humiliation ritual.
Well, that was a fun heckle. That's my favorite. Is when I get done doing the show, and someone's like, Jesus, finally, we can do this escape room up here. Meanwhile, your girlfriend's trying to escape your relationship, and then when she leaves your rude ass, we'll all be like, about time.
And just like how Drew roasted the heckler
Nice.
in front of his girlfriend, Patrice ONeal roasted
Oh, man. Rest in peace, Patrice ONeal. What a legend.
a heckler using her boyfriend as ammunition.
You need to stop being so wrapped up, but that's like he's seeing you're auditioning for him to be your man at some point. This guy is a nice guy.
It all started when the woman heckled Patrice during his routine, and he did not let it slide.
I think he wants to see you every day. This face. Just look at her face. It's just like a stroke victim.
But when Patrice kept throwing punches, the heckler decided to fight back.
I'm sorry, say that again? Go ahead.
You have to make me laugh.
But Patrice soon handed her a much-needed check back to reality.
No, don't even go, That's what I knew she was gonna say. That's the face she has. And that's what you deal with. That's what she has to add. You have to make me laugh. Who's gonna make your miserableness?
And deconstructed the woman's entire persona to roast her.
You have movies in your head that only star you, directed by you. Everybody else is laughing and she goes, you have to make me laugh. The fact that laughter's contagious should help you dead on the inside. That's you.
Patrice didn't let the heckler's comments slide, just like Bo.
God, he cooked her.
Burnham, who got so annoyed by an audience member that he put his heckle in a song.
This song is the shit.
Bo Burnham was performing a new song and was just getting in his zone.
I feel like hip-hop used to be voiceless.
But even before Bo could get the song going, he was loudly interrupted by a drunk heckler.
Hey, girl! What? Your song is the shit. This stop was worth it.
But instead of getting swayed, Bo used the heckler to improve his performance instead.
I appreciate it, man. All right. These are the weirdest heckler interactions that I've had. You're doing a really good job, in my opinion. Eat it.
But he did make sure to express his true feelings before continuing on with the song.
Thank you very much. All right, it's over now, man. Your 15 minutes ended 15 minutes ago.
And ensured the heckler was parodied in his performance.
Make a fella say, oh, 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 oh. This song is the shit.
Oh my God. For me, my favorite has to be Jimmy Carr. He just absolute, and Patrice ONeal. Bill Burr, to be fair, there were many. I just don't get why people go to comedy if they're going to heckle. Is it that they get drunk and then they heckle? Even if I was drunk, I don't think I'd heckle. I don't think most of us would heckle. We just enjoy the show more. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.